The greatest tragedy in life is not that people fail. It is that they succeed at things they were never designed to do. Let me submit to you that most of what you call achievement is nothing more than decorated distraction. You have been programmed to measure progress by the presence of people around you. When the manufacturer never designed your purpose to be dependent on popularity, you are asking the wrong question. You are not asking how to get ahead when no one is there for you. You should be asking why you were given an assignment that requires you to function in isolation first. Where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. And right now, you are abusing your potential by waiting for permission from people who were never given the authority to release you. Let me show you something that will disturb your comfort. Every seed that was ever planted was buried alone. The farmer does not gather a committee of seeds and ask them to vote on which one should go into the ground first. He takes one seed, covers it with dirt, walks away, and that seed begins the most violent transformation of its existence with no audience, no encouragement, no cheering section. The seed does not cry because the other seeds are not in the soil with it. It does not develop an inferiority complex because it is alone in the dark. It understands something you have forgotten, that the quality of what comes out of you has nothing to do with the quantity of people around you. You don't need motivation. You need revelation. You need to understand that the manufacturer designed certain assignments to be executed in isolation too, because the presence of people would contaminate the process. Stop looking for someone to validate what the manufacturer already authorized. You were not born to be a copy. You were born to be an original. And originals are never created in factories. They are created in workshops where the craftsman works alone, in silence, with precision, until the prototype is perfected. Your life right now is not a punishment. It is a workshop. The absence of people is not rejection. It is protection. You are being prepared for a dimension of leadership that requires you to make decisions when everyone walks away, to maintain vision when no one sees what you see, to build when no one believes what you believe. This is not abandonment. This is assignment. Let me correct something you have believed for too long. You think loneliness is the absence of people. That is a lie. Loneliness is the absence of purpose. You can be in a room full of people and feel completely alone because you are disconnected from your assignment. And you can be in a room by yourself and feel completely fulfilled because you are aligned with your design. The manufacturer never measures your success by how many people show up. He measures it by whether you showed up to the assignment he gave you before you were born. You are not behind because you are alone. You are exactly where you need to be to develop the capacity to carry what is coming. Here is what most people will never tell you because they are too busy selling you seminars on networking and building teams. Every major transition in your life will require you to walk through a season where the people who were with you will not be with you. This is not betrayal. This is design. The manufacturer removes people from your life when their presence would interfere with your process. He is not being cruel. He is being precise. You cannot take everyone with you to your next level because not everyone is assigned to your next level. Some people were only contracted for a season, and when that season ends, their assignment ends. Your problem is that you keep trying to renew contracts that the manufacturer already terminated. Listen to me carefully, because this is going to hurt before it heals. The reason you feel stuck is because you are waiting for permission from people who do not have the authority to release you. And you are seeking approval from people who do not have the capacity to understand you. You are trying to explain your vision to people who do not have the eyes to see it. And you are looking for support from people who are still struggling with their own identity. You cannot get what you need from people who do not have what you need. This is not an insult to them. This is just mathematics. You do not go to a hardware store to buy bread. You do not go to a bank to get medical care. And you do not go to people who are not assigned to your purpose to get confirmation of your purpose. Now, let me show you the principle that will change everything. Where there is no model, there is no manufacturer. The manufacturer does not create anything without first designing a prototype. And the prototype is always tested alone under extreme conditions before it goes into mass production. You are not a mass production. You are a prototype. You are being tested under conditions that other people will never experience, because you are being prepared to solve problems that other people will never face. The isolation you are in right now is not a mistake. It is a manufacturing requirement. Every pioneer walks alone first, because pioneers do not follow paths, they create them. Here is the second principle, and you need to write this down. Your assignment is always bigger than your current capacity, and your current capacity is always bigger than your current support system. The manufacturer gives you an assignment that is too big for you to handle so that you will be forced to depend on him instead of depending on people. He surrounds you with people who cannot help you so that you will stop looking horizontally for what can only come vertically. You keep asking why no one is there for you when you should be asking what the manufacturer is trying to teach you by removing them. He is not taking people away to hurt you. He is taking them away to train you. He is teaching you how to build when there is no budget, how to lead when there is no team, how to create when there is no resources, how to stand when there is no support. These are not optional skills. These are essential skills for the level you are going to. Let me give you a picture of this because I need you to see what I am saying. There is a tree in the desert called the mesquite tree, and it has one of the deepest root systems of any tree on earth. Some of these trees have roots that go down over 170 feet into the ground. Now, why would a tree need roots that deep? Because it grows in an environment where water is scarce, where storms are violent, where the soil is unstable. The tree cannot depend on surface water like other trees, so it sends its roots deep, very deep, until it finds a water source that never runs dry. What looks like isolation above ground is actually preparation below ground. While other trees are depending on rain, the mesquite tree is drilling for wells. While other trees are celebrating shallow relationships with the surface, the mesquite tree is building deep relationships with the source. You are that tree, and this is your season of going deep. You think you are being deprived because you do not have the crowd, when the manufacturer is actually protecting you from becoming dependent on the crowd. He is forcing you to drill down to develop roots that are so deep that when the storms come and the people leave, you will still be standing. You will not fall because you were never held up by people. You were held up by purpose. You will not dry up because you were never watered by applause. You were watered by assignment. The absence of people in your life right now is not a deficit. It is a development strategy. Third principle, and this one is critical. The manufacturer always tests the product alone before introducing it to the market. You do not take a new aircraft and load it with passengers on the first flight. You take one test pilot T. You put that plane through every possible stress scenario. You push it to its limits. You expose its weaknesses. You refine its design. And only after it has proven that it can handle extreme conditions do you certify it for public use. You are in the testing phase, not the failure phase. You are being pushed to your limits, not to break you, but to reveal what needs to be refined. The manufacturer is not punishing you. He is perfecting you. And he does not perfect products in front of crowds. He perfects them in laboratories. Every setback you experienced was not a step back. It was a stress test. Every door that closed was not a dead end. It was a design modification. Every person who left was not a loss. It was a load reduction. The manufacturer was removing weight so you could fly higher. He was eliminating distractions so you could focus sharper. He was clearing the room so you could hear clearer. You have been crying over people who were never supposed to stay and mourning over opportunities that were never part of your assignment. You need to stop interpreting removal as rejection and start recognizing it as redirection. Fourth principle, you cannot lead people to a place you have never been. This is why the manufacturer sends leaders into the wilderness first are alone, to face battles that no one else will understand, to develop character that no one else will see, to build capacity that no one else will believe until the assignment requires it. You think you are being held back when you are actually being held in preparation. There is a difference between delay and denial. Delay is when the manufacturer pauses your progress to develop your capacity. Denial is when you refuse to accept the process and abort your own assignment. Most people are not waiting on the manufacturer. The manufacturer is waiting on them. He is waiting for them to stop running from isolation, stop resisting correction, stop complaining about the process, and start cooperating with the preparation. Let me tell you a story that will make this clear. There was a man who bought a piece of land, and on that land was a massive boulder. The boulder was in the exact spot where he wanted to build his house. For months, he tried to move that boulder. He brought equipment. He hired workers. He spent money. He exhausted his energy, but the boulder would not move. One day, in frustration, he decided to dig around the boulder to see how deep it went, thinking maybe he could break it apart. When he started digging, he discovered something shocking. The boulder was not as deep as he thought. In fact, it was only about 2 feet into the ground. All this time, he had been treating the obstacle as if it were immovable, when it was actually just sitting on the surface. He realized that if he had stopped assuming and started investigating, he could have moved it months ago. This is your situation right now. You have been standing in front of obstacles, treating them as permanent when they are only temporary. You have been accepting limitations when they are only lies. You have been seeing isolation as a curse when it is actually a classroom. The people who are not there for you are not the problem. Your perspective about their absence is the problem. You have been so focused on who left that you have not noticed what was left. You have been so distracted by the crowd you do not have that you have ignored the capacity you do have. You have been waiting for someone to believe in you when the manufacturer already invested in you. You do not need more people. You need more perspective. Fifth principle. And I need you to stay with me because this is where it gets practical. Independence is not the absence of people. It is the presence of purpose. You are not trying to get ahead without people eyeing. You are trying to get aligned with assignment. And when you are aligned with assignment, the right people show up at the right time for the right reason. You do not chase people. You attract them. You do not beg for support. You become so committed to your purpose that support becomes inevitable. The manufacturer does not send you help when you are complaining. He sends you help when you are working. He does not respond to your desperation. He responds to your demonstration. You want people to show up, then show up to your own assignment first. Here's what you need to do immediately. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission to start. Stop looking for a partner to validate your vision. Stop searching for a crowd to make you feel significant. Take the assignment you have, the resources you have, the knowledge you have, the time you have, and build something. It does not matter if it is small. It does not matter if no one sees it. It does not matter if you are the only one working on it. Start. The manufacturer does not reward intention. He rewards action. He does not bless plans. He blesses obedience. You have been talking about what you are going to do when the right time comes, when the right people show up, when the right opportunity appears. Let me submit to you that the right time is now. The right people will show up when you start, and the right opportunity is the one you create. Sixth principle. What you do when no one is watching determines what you become when everyone is watching. Character is not built on stages. It is built in secret. Discipline is not developed in front of crowds. It is developed in silence. Excellence is not a performance. It is a practice. You want to know why you are alone right now? Because the manufacturer is building something in you that cannot be built in public. He is developing a work ethic that does not need supervision. He is creating an integrity that does not need accountability. He is forming a commitment that does not need motivation. These qualities cannot be taught in a seminar. They can only be forged in isolation. This is your advantage. While other people are distracted by maintaining their image dot, you are focused on developing your capacity. While they are worried about who is watching, you are committed to who is working. While they are building networks, you are building foundations. And when the time comes for you to step into the spotlight, you will not crumble under pressure because you were not held together by applause. You were held together by purpose. You will not need validation because you were not built on opinion. You were built on assignment. You will not fear being alone because you have already mastered the skill of being productive in isolation. Seventh principle, and this is the one that separates pretenders from pioneers. Your ability to get ahead is not determined by who is with you. It is determined by what is in you. The manufacturer does not put the treasure in the team. He puts it in the individual. He does not hide the seed in the crowd. He plants it in the soil. And the seed that is planted alone, if it is the right seed, will eventually become a tree that provides shade for many. You are not lacking because you are alone. You are loaded. You have everything you need inside of you to fulfill the assignment that was given to you before you were born. The problem is not that you need more people. The problem is that you have not activated what the manufacturer already deposited. You have abilities you have not used. You have ideas you have not executed. You have knowledge you have not applied. You have time you have not invested. You have been so busy looking outside for what you need that you have not looked inside at what you have. The manufacturer does not make defective products. He makes complete products. You are not missing anything. You are just not using everything. This season of isolation is not to show you what you lack. It is to show you what you carry. It is to force you to stop depending on external resources and start accessing internal reserves. Now let me show you how to get ahead even when no one is there for you. Because everything I have said up to this point is principle A, and principle without application is just information. First, you need to redefine what ahead means. Ahead is not a position in comparison to other people. Ahead is alignment with your assignment. You are not trying to be better than someone else. You are trying to be accurate to your design. Stop measuring your progress by looking at what other people are doing, and start measuring it by evaluating whether you are doing what you were created to do. The manufacturer did not design you to compete with anyone. He designed you to complete an assignment. Your success is not about winning a race. It is about finishing your course. Second, you need to disconnect your value from the presence of people. Your worth is not determined by who shows up. It is established by who created you. The manufacturer assigned value to you before you did anything, before anyone knew your name, before you accomplished anything. That value does not increase when people celebrate you, and it does not decrease when people abandon you. You are valuable because you were created on purpose, for a purpose, with a purpose. As long as you are fulfilling that purpose, you are successful, regardless of how many people are watching. Third, you need to create a daily discipline that does not depend on external motivation. Wake up every day with a clear understanding of what you are supposed to do that day, and do it, whether you feel like it or not, whether anyone is helping you or not, whether anyone is watching or not. Discipline is doing what needs to be done when it needs to be done, whether you feel like doing it or not. You cannot wait for inspiration. You cannot wait for motivation. You cannot wait for the right mood. You have to decide that you are going to be consistent regardless of how you feel, regardless of who is around, regardless of what is happening. This is not optional. This is essential. Fourth, you need to stop sharing your vision with people who do not have the capacity to see it. Not everyone deserves access to your dreams. Not everyone has earned the right to speak into your future. You have been giving your pearls to people who do not recognize their value, and then you are surprised when they trample them. Protect your vision. Guard your assignment. Be selective about who you allow to speak into your life. The manufacturer did not give your vision to everyone. He gave it to you. You do not need everyone to understand it, and you just need to obey it. Fifth, you need to invest in your own development, even when no one else is investing in you. Read, study, learn, grow, practice, improve. Do not wait for someone to send you to a training program. Do not wait for someone to buy you a course. Do not wait for someone to mentor you. Take responsibility for your own growth. The manufacturer gave you access to more knowledge than any generation in history. You have libraries in your pocket. You have universities online. You have experts who have written books, recorded videos, shared wisdom. There is no excuse for ignorance. If you are not growing, it is because you have chosen not to grow. Sixth, you need to build something tangible, not just talk about building something. Stop having meetings about your vision and start executing your vision. Stop planning what you are going to do and start doing what you planned. Stop gathering people to discuss your dreams and start working on your dreams. The manufacturer does not respond to conversations. He responds to construction. He does not bless talk. He blesses work. You want to see breakthrough, then break ground. You want to see progress, then start a project. You want to see change, then change your behavior. Action is the language of faith, and the manufacturer only responds to faith. 7, you need to set milestones that you can measure, so you know whether you are moving forward or standing still. Do not leave your progress to feelings. Measure it with facts. Write down what you are going to accomplish this week, this month, this quarter. Define what success looks like for each phase of your assignment. Create checkpoints that tell you whether you are on track or off track. You cannot manage what you do not measure, and you cannot improve what you do not monitor. Most people are failing, not because they are not working, but because they are working without direction. They are busy, but not productive. They are active, but not effective. Measurement brings clarity, and clarity brings focus, and focus brings results. You are standing at the edge of your greatest opportunity, and you do not even know it, because you have been taught to measure opportunity by the size of the crowd instead of the significance of the assignment. Let me tell you something that will shift your entire perspective. The greatest leaders in history all had seasons where they stood alone. The greatest inventors worked in isolation. The greatest thinkers developed their ideas in solitude. The greatest entrepreneurs built their businesses without partners. The greatest visionaries saw what no one else could see. believed what no one else would believe, and pursued what no one else dared to pursue. They were not ahead because they had more people. They were ahead because they had more conviction. You are being prepared right now for something that will require you to stand when everyone sits, speak when everyone is silent, move when everyone is paralyzed, build when everyone is complaining, believe when everyone is doubting. This preparation is not comfortable, but it is necessary. You cannot lead if you cannot stand alone. You cannot build if you need constant affirmation. You cannot create if you are controlled by criticism. You cannot pioneer if you are paralyzed by the absence of people. The manufacturer is not punishing you with isolation. He is preparing you for elevation. Your life is about to shift, but the shift will only happen when you stop waiting for people to shift it for you. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are a steward of your assignment. You are not helpless. You are equipped. You are not abandoned. You are appointed. You are not forgotten. You are being refined. The manufacturer has not left you. He is with you in the process, shaping you, molding you, preparing you, positioning you. And when the time is right, when the preparation is complete, when the character has been developed, when the capacity has been built, he will release you into the fullness of your assignment. And the very people who abandoned you will be amazed at what the manufacturer did in you while they were not there for you. So here's what I need you to do today. I need you to make a decision, hop right now, that you are done waiting. You are done complaining. You are done making excuses. You are done blaming people for not supporting you. You are done feeling sorry for yourself. You are done sitting on your potential. You are going to take the assignment you have, the gifts you have, the time you have, the resources you have, and you are going to build, you are going to create, you are going to work, you are going to produce, you are going to move, and you are going to do it. Whether anyone is watching or not, whether anyone is helping or not, whether anyone believes in you or not, because you were not created to live for the approval of people. You were created to fulfill the assignment of the manufacturer. This is your moment, not tomorrow, not next year, right now. The manufacturer is waiting on you to stop waiting on people. He is ready to release resources, but he will not release them until you demonstrate that you can be trusted with what you already have. He is ready to send help, but he will not send it until you prove that you do not need it to start. He is ready to open doors, but he will not open them until you walk through the ones that are already open. You have been standing at the door, knocking, asking him to let you in, when the door has been open the whole time. You just did not have the courage to walk through because you were waiting for someone to walk with you. Walk alone if you have to. Build alone if you have to. Create alone if you have to. Lead alone if you have to. But do not, under any circumstances, let the absence of people become the excuse for the abortion of your assignment. You were not born to need a crowd. You were born to build one. You were not designed to follow trends. You were designed to set them. You were not created to copy someone else. You were created to be an original. And originals do not wait for permission. They take responsibility. They do not look for support. They become the support. They do not seek validation. They provide value. The manufacturer placed everything you need inside of you before you were born. Your DNA carries the blueprint for your destiny. Your spirit carries the seed of your assignment. Your mind carries the capacity for your vision. You are fully loaded, fully equipped, fully authorized, and fully capable of getting ahead, even when no one is there for you. The question is not whether you can. The question is whether you will. Will you trust the manufacturer more than you trust people? Will you obey the assignment more than you crave applause? Will you commit to the process more than you desire the platform? Will you value purpose more than you value popularity? This is the decision that determines your destiny. Be original, not a copy. Die empty, not full of regret. Leave a legacy, not just a memory. The time is now. The assignment is clear. The resources are available, and the manufacturer is watching. Get ahead, not by running faster than others, but by running faithful to your design. The race is not against people. It is against procrastination. The competition is not with others. It is with complacency. The battle is not external. It is internal. Win the battle inside, and you will dominate the field outside. The time is now.